Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there? Or maybe you're struggling to remember a familiar name, or misplacing your glasses only to find them on your head. If so, you're not alone. These little memory slips are common, and yes, sometimes frustrating. But here's the good news. Memory loss isn't a guaranteed part of aging. In fact, science shows that there are simple, daily things you can do to protect and even improve your memory, no matter your age. In today's video, we're uncovering the truth behind memory loss, sharing easy, practical ways you can keep your mind sharp, focused, and full of life. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable. Let's journey together through the brain's amazing power to heal, adapt, and thrive. First, let's clear up a big worry many people have. What kind of memory loss is normal, and what's cause for concern? As we age, it's normal to experience slower recall. You might need an extra second or two to find the right word or to remember where you left the TV remote. But forgetting important appointments, getting lost in familiar places, or repeating the same question several times in a short span, those could be signs of something more serious, like mild cognitive impairment or even early dementia. The key difference? Normal aging involves forgetting, but remembering later. Concerning memory loss involves forgetting and not remembering at all. But don't panic, because today we'll focus on prevention and daily habits that keep your brain in top shape. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." Well, when it comes to your brain, that couldn't be more true. Certain foods have been shown to fuel memory, improve focus, and slow cognitive decline. Here are a few brain-loving favorites. Blueberries rich in antioxidants that protect brain cells from aging. Leafy greens like spinach and kale, packed with vitamin K and folate. Fatty fish like salmon or sardines, full of omega-3 fatty acids for brain cell health. Olive oil linked to better memory and less brain inflammation. Nuts, especially walnuts, which even look like little brains. Try the Mind Dieta blend of the Mediterranean and DASH diets, specifically designed to support brain health. Research shows it can reduce Alzheimer's risk by up to 53% in some individuals. And don't forget to drink water. Dehydration can make you feel foggy and forgetful. Here's something amazing. Exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it literally grows your brain. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and helps produce something called BDNF protein that encourages new brain cell growth. Just 30 minutes of moderate activity like brisk walking, light swimming, or even dancing in your kitchen can make a big difference. And if mobility is a concern, don't worry, chair yoga. Stretching or Tai Chi are gentle, powerful ways to stay active and keep your brain humming. Try this. Next time you're feeling forgetful, go for a walk. You'll be surprised how much clearer your mind feels afterward. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools for memory and brain repair. When we sleep, our brain clears out toxins, organizes memories, and resets for the next day. But after 60, sleep can be tricky. Changes in melatonin levels and health conditions often disrupt restful sleep. Here's how to help. Turn off screens at least 1 hour before bed. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon. Create a calming bedtime routine. Dim lights, soft music, warm tea. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Lack of sleep can lead to brain fog and trouble forming new memories. So yes, taking naps or prioritizing rest isn't lazy, it's smart. Visuals, crossword puzzles, a grandmother playing chess with her grandson, someone learning a new skill. Narrator, just like muscles, your brain needs regular workouts too. Stay strong and know you don't need fancy apps or hard math problems. Here are some enjoyable ways to train your brain. Do a daily crossword or word search, read new books, or try writing short stories. Learn to play a musical instrument, memorize short poems or uplifting quotes. Take up a new hobby like painting, knitting, or gardening. Even learning something new like a language or dance keeps your brain building fresh connections. So next time you're tempted to say, "I'm too old for that," remember, your brain loves a challenge at every age. Here's a beautiful truth. Staying connected protects your memory, Loneliness and depression can shrink areas of the brain tied to memory and decision-making. But meaningful conversations, laughter, and even simple hugs can release chemicals that support brain health. Stay social, whether it's phone calls with friends, joining a book club, volunteering, or chatting with the neighbor over tea. Also manage stress gently. Chronic stress floods the brain with cortisol, which impairs memory. Try breathing, exercises, prayer, meditation, or journaling. It's not just about keeping your memory, it's about protecting your peace. And here's something else to remember. You are not your memory, you are your kindness, your courage, your laughter, and your life stories. Your ability to keep going, learning, and growing, no matter the year on the calendar. So the next time you forget where you put the keys or can't recall the name of a movie, be gentle with yourself. Give yourself the same grace you've given others your whole life. Because what matters most is not how perfectly we remember, but how beautifully we live. Your brain is still capable of change, renewal, and strength right now. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, it's never too late to care for your beautiful mind. Maybe today is the perfect day to take a walk, to try a new recipe, to laugh with a friend, to write down a cherished memory you don't want to forget. These little moments, they're the real medicine. They're how we stay present, connected, and fully alive. Visuals fade into a peaceful garden scene with gentle birdsong in the background. Uplifting instrumental music slowly builds, narrator's soft smile in the voice. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. If this message touched you, please share it with a friend or family member who might need the same encouragement. Let us know in the comments. What's one memory from your life that you never want to forget? And if you'd like more videos like this, and brain health, graceful aging, or emotional wellness, be sure to subscribe to ElderlyBloom. We're building a community that believes getting older doesn't mean fading away, it means shining even brighter. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and never stop blooming. Have you ever opened the fridge, stood there wondering what you were looking for, walked into a room, and completely forgot why you went in? Maybe you've noticed names slipping your mind more often, or stories you used to tell so clearly now feel fuzzy around the edges. It can be frustrating, even scary. But let me tell you something comforting. Memory loss is not a guarantee of aging. In fact, there are simple, powerful things you can start doing today to help protect your memory and keep your mind sharp, well, into your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. In this video, we'll gently walk through the science behind memory changes and the everyday habits that can help you stay mentally strong, focused, and full of life. Let's begin this journey together. Visuals, brain animation, scenes of minor forgetfulness, balanced with joyful activities like gardening, reading, or socializing. Narrator, first, let's understand what's actually happening in the brain. As we age, as we get older, the brain's volume naturally shrinks a little. Certain areas like the hippocampus, which helps form memories, may not work as quickly. This means we might experience slower recall or take longer to learn something new, and that's totally normal. But here's where it's important to pay attention. Normal memory lapses include forgetting where you placed your keys, but finding them later, struggling to recall a name, then remembering it hours later walking into a room, and briefly forgetting why. On the other hand, more serious warning signs might be getting lost in familiar places, forgetting common words or how to complete familiar tasks, asking the same question repeatedly within minutes, knowing the difference is empowering, not frightening, because now you can focus on prevention and gentle daily care. Food is one of the most powerful tools we have to protect our memory. The brain needs proper fuel to thrive, and studies show that certain diets can actually reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. Let's talk about the MIND diet, short for Mediterranean Dash. Intervention for neurodegenerative delay. This brain-boosting diet focuses on leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. Try to get 6 servings a week. Colorful berries, especially blueberries and strawberries. Nature's brain defenders, nuts like walnuts and almonds, which are rich in omega-3. South olive oil as your main cooking oil, whole grains, legumes, and beans, fish, especially salmon and sardines at least. Once or twice a week also, stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can make you feel mentally foggy. Try replacing sugary snacks with mixed nuts, fruit slices, or even dark chocolate in moderation. Your brain will thank you. Did you know that exercise isn't just good for your muscles, it's medicine for your brain? When you move your body, blood flow increases to the brain. This delivers oxygen and nutrients, while also helping produce BDNF, a protein that supports learning and memory. You don't have to run marathons. Even gentle, consistent movement helps. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate activity, 5 times a week activities like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, chair yoga, or Tai Chi if you prefer, something low impact. And here's a beautiful bonus. Exercise also improves sleep, mood, and energy, which all directly affect memory and focus. Even dancing around your living room for 15 minutes counts. So get up, stretch, and move. It's one of the kindest things you can do for your mind. While you sleep, your brain gets to work, sorts memories, clears waste proteins, and resets itself. In fact, poor sleep has been strongly linked to memory loss, confusion, and slower thinking. Unfortunately, aging often makes sleep harder. Due to changes in melatonin or increased nighttime waking, here are a few simple tips for better rest. Keep a routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily. Limit screen time. Blue light from phones disrupts sleep hormones. Avoid caffeine after lunch. Create a calming ritual. Herbal tea, soft music, deep breathing. Try this tonight. Take 5 slow breaths before bed, and think of 3 things you're grateful for from the day. I'll sleep more peacefully. Train your brain to focus on joy. Just like our bodies, our brains need exercise to stay strong. Mental stimulation creates new neural connections later in life. Great brain workouts include crossword puzzles and Sudoku, learning a musical instrument or new language, memorizing quotes, prayers or poems, reading nonfiction or historical novels, teaching someone else what you've learned. You could even try something as simple as brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. It wakes up new areas of the brain. Never believe you're too old to learn something new. In fact, now may be the best time to try. Want to know something incredible? Socializing protects your brain. People who stay socially connected have better memory and slower cognitive decline than those who isolate. Loneliness isn't just sad, it's harmful to the brain. Stay in touch. Call or video chat with family, join a book club or community. Class volunteer or mentor someone younger. Even chatting with neighbors helps. Sharing laughter, memories, or simply a kind word keeps your brain active and your heart full. When we're stressed, the brain releases cortisol, a hormone that in high amounts can actually damage memory centers in the brain. That's why emotional wellness is key to cognitive wellness. Daily ways to reduce stress include journaling your thoughts, gentle meditation, or deep breathing. Spending time in nature, practicing faith or prayer, speaking kindly to yourself. Your brain listens to how you talk to yourself. Speak with encouragement, patience, and love. So here's what I want you to remember most. Forgetfulness does not mean failure. Your brain isn't broken, it's simply asking for care. And the beautiful truth is, it's never too late to nourish your mind. Every walk, every laugh, every puzzle, every hug, it all adds up. You're still growing, still learning, still blooming. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. And in the comments, tell us, what's one thing you do that helps your memory feel sharper or your spirit feel brighter? Until next time on Elderly Bloom, stay curious, stay connected, and keep blooming.